pretty good. He knew as soon as that team dropped him, they made a mistake.
You guys already dropped me once. I'm coming back.
I'm cool. No pressure on me.
Well, map 2 will be search and destroy on frequency. What are your keys to look out for in this particular map and mode?
I'm actually interested to see, I mean, we saw a lot of it on yesterday. Is Dashy going to invest in that sniper rifle when you look at the side of Luminosity?
Pretty good with it. He's pretty good with it.
John as well, right?
That's true.
LG, a lot of the times last year, and I think this is one of their kryptonites, is they just relied on John's sniper a little bit too much. But frequency is a very close quarters map. It's a lot of 5-man pushes where on a map like Arsenal, there's a little bit more lane to work with that sniper rifle. So we'll have to see if those teams invest in that.
Well, we'll get loaded into that shortly, but so far, so good for Optic Gaming. Again, to remind you guys who maybe just joined us, this is a winner's bracket round 1 matchup. So this is huge. Guys basically playing to get into the top 6 already. And this event, what's so important about it, yes, if you already are at this spot, you know, you've already gotten into the top 32. You guarantee yourself to play into kind of that play-in black bracket we're going to have for the Pro League. But the next major step is to try and get top 4. There are only 4 teams from this tournament that will secure a spot in the Pro League. And that's just got to be a massive weight off your shoulders. Like, even if you're as good as a team like Optic or LG, which you think will be a shoo-in for the league, you still just don't want that added stress of having to play in, right?
Yeah, there we go. What's on the line? $250,000 prize pool, as you said, and top 4 teams qualify for the Pro League. That's really like a big chunk of their season. They want to be there getting that land practice. I can't wait for that to get started.
Still, you got to take this series to continue moving through this winner's bracket. And again, it is double elimination. So if you lose this, these teams still able to go on and fight. Some teams obviously had to start in the loser's bracket and have a long road ahead of them. These 2 squads a bit easier. Get the rest a bit easier as you're sitting here in the winner's bracket. You kind of have house money to play with. As we got a shot of Formal right there, just talking through with the troops, thinking through what they're going to improve in this search and destroy. A shot of the beautiful stage here in Las Vegas, but let's get right into it. Frequency, search and destroy, LG desperately need to answer back.
Well, yeah, especially if Gunless feels that control is their weakest game mode, right?
You don't want to
be down 0-2 going into that game 3. And again, if you're Optic, this is a true test for this roster, right? Search and destroy. Yes, they've only dropped 1, but this is where it matters the most in this winner's bracket.
All right, here we go. Game 2. You mentioned the sniper rifle. If we'd see it at play, snipe out. Dashing to the lone man, watching towards kind of outskirts towards that A site. It's a big presence from Luminosity across mid-map right now as Crim tries to get eyes from their main lobby.
You can see Optic starting to work towards this lower site. Stun goes in, though. Great teamwork out of Luminosity. But Crim does find 1 on a gun list. So now 4 versus 4. Scump plants the bomb, and you gotta love this. You set up Dashy, right? They plant for him, and LG's gonna have to try to defuse with this guy, with the sniper. Full team's just shouldering. Nice shot by Formal. He forced a little bit of flinch on a Dashy. Dashy just misses that one. But yeah, he's gonna hit that one again, and now a 1 versus 3. This round's over.
How many times have we seen those quick scopes hit by Dashy? The best in the business when it comes to that. And you thought for a second he missed the first shot. Formal gets that first bullet in. Maybe there's an opening there, but it's tough to find an opening against a player of his caliber, especially when you've got 2 to 3 of your teammates in front making plays, and you saw it there from Scump. But Dashy continues to show he is one of the most skilled players in the game right now.
So already an adjustment that needs to be made for LG on their defensive side. You can't allow that bomb to go down if he has that sniper rifle out. If you are, you're going to have to try and hit basically a huge flank and try to make Dashy irrelevant.
Now taking a look at Optic on the defensive side of things. TJ getting right into bottom mid. You can see on X-ray multiple players.
It's a lot of pressure
right above him,
from
but you've
LG.
got TJ and Scump here. It's just like a spider's nest waiting at the bottom of this ladder. If they try to make a play, but look at this. It's going to be a wrap back now from LG as they want to mix up the hit. They're going to head towards A, and the only person there is going to be Dashy. Dashy really kind of from their top window, going to have eyes on this.
Yeah, Dashy's just going to peek it, gain that information, and back on up. They're
Now
going to just take this as a 5 versus 5. Slack getting pushed up towards its elbow. Bomb, I imagine, starting to be planted here soon. Yep, starting to go down. But here we go. Here comes the push. Dashy on in, gets that first blood. Classic plants the bomb.
And I love the stun that comes in. Yeah, make sure there's no trade opportunity to come through. Dashy finds another one. Scump and TG on the kill feed as well. And suddenly it's all on Gunless to try and make the play.
does have a cluster, but I don't think he's going to have time to get to it. Nobody on Optics on the bomb, actually, but there we go. They don't need to be stealth. Plenty of time for them. A beautiful retake from them. 2
clean rounds. They give up the plant, but they're able to make the play. And honestly, it probably just comes down to that they find the first pick, and then also the stun comes through, so there's just no trade that's able to be there. Nice play from Dashy. You saw him connect in the first round with the snipe there with the Maddox around the edge. Just good patience and transition from Optic. What do you maybe need to see switched up on either and from LG?
I just think for LG, it's just that first blood on that offensive round. But we'll see now on defense. Are they going to allow the plants to go down towards that B side? Is Dashy going to keep sniping, or is it just, maybe one thing he throws every round and then to try to keep LG on their toes? We'll have to see his point of view.
Shot at Dashy right now, just getting ready for this next round. Already having such an impact on this Mapa. Let's get right into round 3. He started out 3-0. To be fair, though, Crim 2-0, Scump 3-0. Really good start for most of Optic Gaming, and it's going to be a fast hit in. There's going to be 2 players there from LG. John waiting at the edge. John tagged up immediately. Both players wiped out. That's going to be a free plant. The rotation's going to come in. Mid-map is being watched by Crim.
Somos los valientes del mañana, los fuertes, los grandes. El mañana pertenece a los valientes, y únicamente a los valientes. Diesel Only the Brave. Y ahora, descubre la nueva fragancia, Only the Brave Street. Diesel.
Crim 6, and this is a tough spot for LG within seconds of this round.
You want to know what that was? That was an adjustment from Luminosity, but Optic catches them off guard. John and Slacker were just going to hit through the elbow right away and flank through that B site. Instead, Optic Gaming, they just go A. Dashy doesn't have the sniper rifle. Once again, he's going to switch through it every now and then, try to keep LG on their toes, just as he did there. And now a 1 versus 3, another clean round for Optic.
Optic just getting the kills early and often. You see what? Gunless in a 1v4, now Classic in a 1v3, just all these kind of unclutchable scenarios. Well, clutchable, I suppose, but very, very tough situations they're finding themselves in. Was that just sort of a blind counter in a way? They just call what perfectly works against LG's defense in that round?
That's just the strategy from Optic. That's exactly what they want. They go to B, they have the sniper looking over them. LG is thinking they're just going to do it again, because why not?
That's all TP, dude. I see him right over there. That's all TP.
He's got to be.
TP, nod your head. Those are your play calls? Yeah, maybe. He's ignoring me. Dashy almost gives one a haircut, can't snap out, gets dropped down to 45 health, but the pressure now going to come in. Once again, the opening kills, the trade so effective for Optic Gaming. There's only 2 left for LG. Like, these opening moments of the rounds haven't been close. Why is Optic trading so much more effectively than LG?
Optic's perfectly okay with giving up the A site, as we saw in the last defensive round, and LG tried to hit him up with that 5 versus 5 hit, but Formal able to win 1. So now a 2 versus 3. Gunless still alive as well. If you want a couple of people still up for this team, it's definitely these 2.
Gunless sees one. Once again, how many times have we seen him end up snap and get away with his life? Formal's going to get caught. Sog up close and personal. Gunless once again in a tough position. But this time 2 to work against instead of 4. And he finds a sniper as well. Thankfully for TJ, he gets a couple shots in to kick up his rifle at the final second. Gunless now trying to get done with a Maddox. It's going to be a Sog. He has to fight. Can't get the final bullet in. Scump wins the one-on-one. And Optic remain perfect in this search and destroy.
And Gunless probably wins that 1v1 if the TAC 5 boost isn't up, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
you saw the TAC 5 boost
bullet,
up,
right?
Yep, he was down to 40 health. Well, make it 8 health.
Yeah.
So there we go, 1 specialist invested, but that is perfectly okay. Why? Because now you have a 4-0 lead. That's what happens when you're steamrolling like this. You're going to get those specialists much quicker than your opponents.
Well, let's take a look when we get back into this. If LG has anything to work with to maybe
how
fire
do they have
back.
Kills?
God, what do they have? 8 total kills right now. You got streaks on Scump now to work with as he's 5-0. Dashley finally dropped, but he's still sitting at 5-1. Everybody really putting an effort here, but now they have the streaks to work with and the specialist advantage. How hard is this going to be? How do you even bounce back at this if you're LG?
And look at this play from Optic Gaming. They've slowed it down a little bit. The first 30 seconds of the round wasted. Gunless does find the first blood, so that That helps.
And that's Krim.
But
Krim's usually playing on an island, kind of watch him mid-map, just this time gets picked.
if they get the bomb down at A, you do have the streaks to work with if you're Scump. And both of these bombs are in the wide open. It'll be very tough to retake. Why not invest in them and get that 5-0 lead? Is Scump going to try and get out?
Think about it here in this 3 versus 5.
Well, he's got to get out alive, and I'm not sure he's able to do so. Finally, a round advantage for LG as they have a 2 versus 5, but Dashy and TJ are still up.
They're on it, though.
Oh, that's a sniper's nest. He's got a sniper's nest in.
He actually comes in, picks him off the bomb.
He's going to call it right away.
A second away. It was a second away, and he gets picked off the bomb. They're going to clutch this up. It's not by himself, and there's the kill. Optic somehow come back in that round. I was wondering, I was like, he's on the bomb. I was taking a look at the objective. I was like, he needs like a centimeter left in this.
Ooh, sniper's nester.
Yeah, I love that. That burned the skies and fries him off the bomb.
Here's a replay. I mean, at this point, I thought TJ was going to invest into it, but he just says, you know what, it's a 2 versus 2. We can win this without this streak. Able to find another kill, and then him and Dashy with that teamwork.
It took me a second. I was like, how did he just get peeled off the bomb?
I didn't know he called it a sniper's nest. I had no idea.
So he got it in right before he dropped, so he gets the plant in, he picks it up. We just obviously saw it from the opposite POV as he gets picked off from behind and can't get away. But what a heads-up play from Scump to call that in right before he drops. And now you've got TJ with a drone squad and a 5-0 advantage. Luminosity getting tucked into bed early here in Vegas.
Yep, John misses a couple of snipes, and this is usually what happens when LG goes into desperation mode, is John is like, you know what, I'll throw all strategy out of the window. I'm going to try to find a couple of snipes. Hellstorm invested, doesn't find anything. It does. Finds Formal, but John had first blood on the Krim.
You hear those drone squads. They're so scary. John's like, all right, I'm going to try and take a shot and get out of here. I don't think I'm going to be picking these things out of the sky. The cluster's going to pop him back to mid-map. Scump ready and waiting. Scump finds 2. He's 8 in 2. War Machine now out. 1 more remaining. We'll see you later. 6-0 Optic. And King Scump on his feet.
We talked about their search and destroy. Why did they pick up TJ and Dashy? And that is the exact reason why.